emanating from garbage heaps as Dimapur municipal workers temporarily suspend their strike. Dimapur Municipal Council Employees Welfare Union takes decision to call off protests till November 8 following an appeal from state government. Naga Students Federation to organize culmination program of NSF 75 years celebration on 29 October at Kohima's Naga Solidarity Park. Program to be held under the theme Call to Oneness with Chief Minister Nltv as the special guest. Prime Minister Narendra Modi likely to visit Arunachal Pradesh on October 30 to inaugurate the Donio Polo Airport near Itanagar. The airport, built in an area covering 685 acres at an estimated cost of rupees 660 crore, can accommodate up to 300 passengers. Union Home Minister Amit Shah stresses on 3 Cs: cooperation, coordination and collaboration as he chairs a 2-day Chitan Shivir of Home Ministers of States in Haryana. Nagaland Home Minister Y. Patan among 8 CM and 16 Deputy CMs who attend the Shivir organized to address India's internal security. India registers their second straight win in ICC T20 World Cup, defeating Netherlands by 56 runs at Sydney Cricket Ground. In form, Virat Kohli top scores for men in blue with unbeaten 62, while skipper Rohit Sharma and Surya Kumar Yadav also score brilliant half-centuries to lead India to a comprehensive victory. Hello viewers, I Lomika Chumi welcome you all to English Prime Time. Now we will look into the news in detail. Denizens of Dimapur, the commercial hub of Nagaland, got some relief late Wednesday from foul smell emanating from garbage heaps as the DMC workers under No Pay No Work movement strikes to temporarily come to an end. The whole town was facing sanitation crisis as DMC workers stopped working since October 25 over the demand to release their 4 months due salary. The decision to call off the strike till November 8 was taken after an emergency meeting was held on Wednesday at the DMC office premises. It may be mentioned that the meeting was held after the government of Nagaland received a letter from the Municipal Affairs Department about the ongoing issue. However, the Dimapur Municipal Council Employees Welfare Union has said that if the government fails to fulfill their demand within the stipulated period, the union will go for indefinite agitation and no appeal or request would be entertained by them. As the state government and the Department of Higher Education was served an ultimatum by the All Nagaland College Students Union on October 3rd regarding various issues, the union on Wednesday reminded them about the time period of the ultimatum to fulfill their demands. The concerned department were warned that on failure to address the issues, that is before 3rd November, the union will hold all officers under the Department of Higher Education and those concerned departments accountable for any eventuality. It is to be mentioned that the issues include construction of boundary fence and relocation of land at Kohima Science College in Jotsoma, scholarship nodal cell and shortage of teachers under higher education and shortage of contractual teachers and salary. Despite regular representation to the department and even after ascertaining the genuineness of the issue, the department is yet to deliver any concrete solution for which the aforementioned representation was submitted to the State Chief Secretary. Furthermore, the union stated that they will not shy away in exposing those officers to the concerned department who have been failing to uphold the aspirations of the college fraternity, and they will launch its intensified digital protests. The Naga Student Federation is going to hold a culmination program of the NSF 55 years celebration on 29 October at the Naga Solidarity Park, Kohima, under the theme Call to Oneness. Chief Minister Nltv will grace the event as special guest, and former Minister of Home and Finance of Arunachal Pradesh, Longwacha Wanglet, will be the guest of honor. Various cultural programs along with a grand jubilee feast for all the participants will be one of the highlights of the celebration. The convener and the members of the organizing committee, along with the president and colleagues of NSF, invites all the NSF seniors, unit leaders, well-wishers and the Naga people to be a part of the celebration. A seminar and workshop on central sponsored scheme, Pradhan Mantri formalization of micro food processing enterprises was conducted on Thursday at DC Conference Hall, Noklak District. Sub-Divisional Officer of Noklak District, Pungjang, graced the event as a special guest, and in his speech, he said that this scheme reflects a PM's ambitions vision about making India a self-reliant country. It is to be mentioned that this scheme is launched for the first time in Noklak, which will help the entrepreneurs, district resource persons of PMFME Noklak. Chongkoi, in her keynote address, shared about the scheme's aims and its benefits. And on the other hand, functional manager of SDIC Noklak, Niepa Pom, in her welcome address, emphasized on the importance of administration of the scheme, while Inspector of Industries SCIC Noklak talked about the role of district resource persons and the aims and objectives of one district, one product. The district resource person of Noklak, Kongpi, shared on modalities, portal details and its way of application. To resolve peace and tranquility during election, a Chakasang Clean Election movement organized a joint meeting with various groups including political parties and prayer centers in Chakasang Baptist Church Council Conference Hall on October 25. The meeting was organized to safeguard Christian faith, socio-cultural values and Naga identity. The members resolved not to mislead public through hate speech or character assassination against candidates or parties. Around 70 participants attended the meeting and resolved to support Nagaland Baptist Church Council and CCEM's clean election guidelines and principles. President of Chakasang Public Organization, Vezuhu Kyoho, urged the leaders not to misguide voters, instead educate them, and CCM also reminded that it would continue educating people about clean election movement. An oath-taking ceremony was organized for Naga Council Dimapur's office bearers, senior councillors and Tikir Union Dimapur President as Wong Sukyu joined NCD on Wednesday. In the ceremony, prominent TUD members solemnly affirmed to serve the council faithfully and to bear allegiance to it and its constitution. NCD President Itsung Momo Kikon was present during the event, and two new members from TUD, Ruth Sang-kyu and Long Kam-se, were inducted as councillors. Speaking at the event, NCD President Kikon said that 20 Dimapur-based tribal Hohos were affiliated to NCD, along with Naga Woman Hoho Dimapur, Dimapur Naga Student Union, Dimapur Urban Colony Chairman's Federation, and GB Union Dimapur. Kikon also expressed his gratitude towards TUD for joining the council, which will further strengthen the council. Wong Sung-kyu said that the TUD would extend full support to NCD and stand with it in any situation. On the other hand, NCD Finance Secretary M. Sapong Chang proposed an invocation prayer and welcomed TUD into the council's fold. Christian Higher Secondary School organized its 55th Annual Games and Sports Meet at the school playground on Wednesday. The sport meet was flagged off by Commanding Officer of No. 2 Training Battalion, Colonel T. Tsungkung Wati Jamir. Addressing the students, Jamir highlighted the importance of co-curricular activities in all-round development of students. Jamir remarked that sports at school level was not about competition but about fun, and added that sports help students to build coordination and teamwork among them. Meanwhile, Taekwondo students demonstrated their art, and a performance by the Cultural and Heritage Club Ethnovaganza was organized at the school premises. Nagaland Handloom and Handicraft Development Corporation organized a handicraft exhibition at Urban Hut in Dimapur on Wednesday. The exhibition was sponsored by Development Commissioner Office of Ministry of Textiles and was inaugurated by retired Principal Director of Health and Family Welfare, Dr. Sukhato A. Sema. Altogether, 50 participants from Assam, Manipur, Arunachal Pradesh and various districts under Nagaland exhibited varieties of handicraft products. Nagaland Handloom and Handicraft Development Corporation informed that the exhibition was organized to promote marketing channels in domestic and export markets and also bring linkage between the two in a holistic and integrated manner. The exhibition began on October 26 and will culminate on November 1. The District Water and Sanitation Mission and Public Health Engineering Department of Mokokchung Division held an introductory training on skill development under the Jal Jeevan Mission on October 24 and 25 in Makok Lamba and Longchum blocks of Mokokchung. 22 participants received a training in masonry, plumbing, fitting and other skills during the session. During the session, District Coordinator of Mokokchung, Tsungru Sungla Jamir, delivered the keynote address, and Subdivisional Officer of Mangkong Lamba, Jangpong Younger, emphasized the responsibilities of Watson committees on maintenance and sustainability of water supply systems. He further urged the committee members and trained personnel to take responsibility for the operation and maintenance of the village water supply system. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is likely to visit Arunachal Pradesh on October 30 to inaugurate the new Polo Airport at Holungung near Itanagar. Notably, during his recent visit to New Delhi, Arunachal Chief Minister Pema Khandu had invited PM Modi to Arunachal in order to inaugurate the airport. However, the inauguration of the Doyo Polo Airport has been postponed several times. Recently, commercial airline giant Indigo conducted a successful test of flight landing at the newly built airport. It is to be mentioned that the airport is built in an area covering 685 acres at an estimated cost of Rs 600 crore, and it can accommodate up to 300 passengers with 8 check-in counters. The Meghalaya government on Wednesday felicitated several athletes who have represented the nation and have brought laurels in prominent international arm wrestling as well as in bodybuilding competition. The state government awarded Rs 5 lakh to Margaret Pathau for winning the gold medal in the 43rd World Arm Wrestling Championship in Turkey. Pathau won the gold in 60 kg left-hand category recently and defeated Santos Ana of Brazil. Apart from Pathau, the Meghalaya government handed over cash awards of Rs 6.5 lakhs to 10 other athletes for achieving great heights in sports. Speaking at the event, Chief Minister of Meghalaya, Conrad K. Sangma, said that hard work and perseverance bring success, as winners are not made overnight. Sangma further added that the Meghalaya government is taking right steps to nurture the sportspersons who can compete at national and international events. Moreover, the state government has allocated Rs 500 crore for the development of sports infrastructure in the state. Union Home Minister Amit Shah on Thursday chaired a two-day Chitan Shivir of Home Ministers of States in Haryana. The meeting has been organized to address India's internal security. Notably, Chief Ministers of 8 states and Home Ministers and Deputy Chief Ministers of 16 states have gathered to take part in the two-day Shivir. Deputy CM Y. Patton also took part in the Shivir to represent Nagaland. While addressing at the Chitan Shivir, Shah said that after the abrogation of Article 370 in Jammu and Kashmir, there has been a 34% decrease in terrorist activities, a 64% decrease in the death of security forces, and a 90% decrease in civilian deaths. On the first day of the Shivir, issues such as home guards, civil defense, fire protection, and enemy property are being discussed. And on Friday, matters such as cyber security, drug trafficking, women's safety, and border management will be discussed. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will also address the Chitan Shivir on Friday through video conferencing.
सरकार के कानून भी अस्तित्व में आए हैं जिनकी कोई सीमा नहीं है, न राज्य की सीमा है न देश की सीमा है। और कानून और व्यवस्था की परिस्थिति जब राज्यों का विषय है, उस वक्त सीमा रहित अपराधों का मुकाबला करने के लिए तभी हम सफल हो सकते हैं जब सभी राज्य एक साथ बैठकर इस पर चिंतन करें, इसकी रणनीति बनाएं और इस पर एक साझा प्रहार करें। और जो 2014 में 113 जिले वामपंथी उग्रवाद से ग्रसित थे, आज उसकी संख्या घटकर 46 रह गई है। ये बहुत बड़ी उपलब्धि है। धारा 370 को जम्मू कश्मीर में निरस्त करने के बाद जम्मू कश्मीर में लोकतंत्र और शांति के एक नए युग का प्रणिपात हुआ है। 5 अगस्त के
Prime Minister Narendra Modi will lay foundation stone for C-295 aircraft manufacturing facility in Vadodara on October 30. Apart from making 40 aircraft, this facility at Vadodara would be manufacturing additional aircraft for Air Force requirements and exports. Furthermore, 96% of the work that Airbus performs in its facility in Spain would be completed in the Indian facility, and the Indian warfare suite for the aircraft would be completed by public sector company Bharat Electronics. Amid reports of China building new military infrastructure, India is set to upgrade the Yoma airfield near line of actual control for fighter aircraft operations. Indian Army officials informed on Thursday that India is going to begin the construction work for upgrading Yoma, and the inauguration of the construction work is expected to begin soon in eastern Ladakh, after the clearance by the Modi government in the area. The official also informed that the construction of the new airfield and military infrastructure would be done by the Border Roads Organization. The Yoma airfield has been used for transportation of man and material during the ongoing standoff with China. On the occasion of 76th Infantry Day, Chief of Defence Staff General Anil Chauhan laid a wreath at the National War Memorial in Delhi on Thursday. Infantry Day is observed every year to remember the first military event of independent India, when the Sikh regiment of the Indian Army repelled the first attack against Pakistan Army, who had invaded Kashmir on 27 October 1947 in the Kashmir Valley. Meanwhile, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh attended the Shaurya Diwas program at Srinagar organized by the Indian Army. Later in the day, the Defence Minister arrived Leh on a 2-day visit to Ladakh. Senior Samajwadi Party leader Azam Khan has been convicted by Rampur court on Thursday in an alleged hate speech case. Khan and 2 other accused were sentenced to 3 years in prison, along with a fine of Rs 6,000 in the case. The case was registered against Khan in 2019 for allegedly making provocative remarks against Uttar Pradesh CM Yogi Adityanath. Earlier, Azam was released after the Supreme Court granted him interim bail. Khan is facing nearly 90 cases including corruption and theft.
अधिनियम में 3 वर्ष की सजा और 2000 रुपया जुर्माना से दंडित किया। तीनों सजाएं साथ-साथ चलने का उन्होंने।
The National Investigation Agency will investigate the Coimbatore car explosion which occurred on October 23. The centre on Thursday issued the order for a National Investigation Agency probe in the incident. The move came in the light of possible cross-state developments and the role of international elements in the investigation. Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, M.K. Stalin, recommended the Ministry of Home Affairs for a NIA probe in the case on Wednesday, following a detailed review meeting at the head office. On the other hand, 6 people have been arrested so far in connection with the case by Tamil Nadu police and have invoked the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act. Police stated that Jamisha Mubin, who died in the car explosion, was previously questioned by the NIA in 2019 for alleged terror links. The arrested persons have been identified as Mohammad Atalka, Mohammad Asaruddin, Mohammad Riaz, Firoz Ismail, Afsar Khan and Mohammad Nawaz Ismail. India has climbed on top of Group 2 with 4 points after defeating Netherlands by 56 runs at Sydney in the second match of round 12. Man in form Virat Kohli again a top scored for India with unbeaten 62 runs in 44 balls. Skipper Rohit Sharma and Surya Kumar Yadav also scored 50s to set a target of 180 for the Dutch team. Chasing the total, the European team managed to pile up only 123 runs for the loss of 9 wickets in 20 overs. For India, Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, Arshdeep Singh, Akshar Patel and Avinchandran Ashwin bagged 2 wickets each, while Mohammad Shami claimed 1 wicket. Meanwhile, hammering a half-century in just 25 balls, Surya Kumar Yadav passed Pakistan's Mohammad Rizwan to become highest run scorer in T20 International this year. The Mumbai Indian dasher has amazed 825 runs from 19 innings this year with a superb average of 51.56. Virat Kohli also surpassed Chris Gayle to become second highest scorer in T20 World Cup. Kohli has now 989 runs in 23 T20 WC matches across 21 innings at an average of 89.90. India will play South Africa in their next encounter at Perth on October 30. Meanwhile, third match of the day between Pakistan and Zimbabwe is underway at Perth. Zimbabwe set a target of 131, losing 8 wickets in 20 overs for Pakistan. Earlier, South Africa defeated Bangladesh by a huge margin of 104 runs in the Super 12 match held at the Sydney Cricket Ground, where South Africa batter Riley Rossouw smashed the first century of this edition by scoring 109 runs off 56 balls. The BCCI on Thursday made a historic move by announcing equal pay for centrally contracted man and woman Team Indian cricketers. BCCI Secretary Jay Shah took Twitter to announce that the match fee for both man and woman cricketers will be the same henceforth. Jay Shah said this is BCCI's first step towards tackling discrimination. Now, according to the current system, Team India women players will earn a match fee of rupees 15 lakh per test, 6 lakh per ODI and rupees 3 lakh per T20 international, same as their men counterparts. Jay Shah termed this development as their initiative towards gender equality. Earlier this month, BCCI had also announced the first ever women's IPL next year with 5 teams. Assam police on Wednesday detained 3 persons from Sweden for violating some sections of the Foreigner Act by attending a religious program in Assam's Dimapur district. A suo motu case has been initiated against the trio for attending the prayer and peace meeting in an area under Namrup police station with a tourist visa. Police have informed that the accused will have to pay a fine and they have been sent to Guwahati on Thursday and subsequently will be deported to Sweden.
Proper permission আছে ডিসি কোর্টৰ পৰা proper permission আছে থানাৰ পৰা গৈ ইনভেষ্টিগেশ্যন কৰিছে সকলো সকাৰ সত্ত্বেও আমি শান্তিপূৰ্ণভাৱে আমি নিজৰ ঈশ্বৰক আৰাধনা কৰিব গৈ আছিলোঁ কিন্তু নামৰূপ থানাৰ ওচিয়ে আৰু ইয়াৰ প্ৰশাসন ব্যৱস্থাই টেকনিক্যালি আমাৰ প্ৰগ্ৰামটোক ৰখাবলৈ কাৰণ ভাৰতীয় সংবিধানে কেতিয়াও কাৰো ধৰ্মক ৰখোৱা নাই সকলোকে নাই কৈছে কিন্তু আজি থানাই নিজেই কেছ ৰেজিষ্টাৰ কৰি আজি আমাৰ আলহীবিলাকক আমাৰ মাজৰ পৰা লৈ গৈছে প্ৰপাৰ পাৰমিশন আছে ডিসি কোৰ্টৰ পৰা প্ৰপাৰ পাৰমিশন আছে থানাৰ পৰা গৈ ইনভেষ্টিগেশ্যন কৰিছে সকলো সকাৰ সত্ত্বেও আমি শান্তিপূৰ্ণভাৱে আমি নিজৰ ঈশ্বৰক আৰাধনা কৰিব গৈ আছিলোঁ কিন্তু নামৰূপ থানাৰ ওচিয়ে আৰু ইয়াৰ প্ৰশাসন ব্যৱস্থাই টেকনিক্যালি
Russian President Vladimir Putin on Wednesday monitored drills of the country's strategic nuclear forces involving multiple practice launches of ballistic missile amid the tensions of war with Ukraine. Russia have conducted first major nuclear drills since the start of its war with Ukraine. Notably, Wednesday's drills suggest that the 8-month-long conflict in Ukraine could now possibly turn nuclear. Meanwhile, Putin made unfounded claims that Kyiv was seeking to develop a dirty bomb, upon which Kyiv denied the accusation. In addition, Putin also accused the United States of using Ukraine as a battering ram against Russia. Amid the ongoing war between Russia and Ukraine, Foreign Minister of India S. Jaishankar will visit Russia on November 8 to hold talks with his counterpart Sergei Lavrov in Moscow. The main purpose of the meet is to focus on both bilateral relations and global trends. The news of the visit came at a time when the Indian embassy in Kyiv has issued a fresh advisory asking all Indian citizens in Ukraine to leave the country immediately in view of escalating hostilities in the Ukrainian war. Dear viewers, that's all we have for now. Keep watching Nagaland TV.
Nagaland TV, Sob Manulaga Awas. Watch us live on Geo TV and on your television sets as well. For Dimapur viewers, we are on channel number 994 in Global Chapter, and Kohima and Mokokchung viewers